Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine if you're new, and today I'm going to be talking all about discipline, how I'm able to balance being in school, working, going to the gym, creating content, and how I use motivation to my advantage as well. Most of you know I just completed my Master's of Education back in June. I did so while working full-time at the office, part-time as a bottle girl at a hospital, content creating, going to the gym, just managing all these different things. In addition to the fact that I also just completed the 75 hard challenge. So I feel like with those two things combined, I have the right credentials to be speaking on discipline. So yeah, I'm going to be telling you about everything I've learned throughout all these different journeys. So first of all, as I'm sure you know I'm going to say if you know me, you have to keep an agenda. I've been saying this since the beginning, like since I posted that video like 3 years ago. But I would literally be a mess without my agenda. It's the only reason I'm able to keep track of everything that's going on in my life. I have that whole video in detail on my channel down below, so if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. This video, I'm going to be trying to talk about discipline and motivation a bit more. So yeah, it was definitely discipline, not motivation, that allowed me to do all of these things at the same time. The thing with motivation is that it's very heavily based in emotion, in the sense that like, your motivation really depends on your mood. And if you're not in the mood to do something, you're not going to be motivated to do it. Motivation's good in the beginning when you first start something, but long term, it's discipline that's actually going to carry you there. You have to stop thinking about the outcome so much and more focus on the steps it'll take to get there. Like, kind of falling in love with the process. And that's why it's important that you're passionate about what your goal actually is. Kind of asking yourself, why is this your goal? And like, not just the surface level why, like asking yourself why again and then again, and just trying to find that real purpose in what you're doing. Ask yourself, are you in control of your wants and desires, or are they in control of you? Like do you actually have any discipline? Can you stop yourself from doing something in the moment to have something better in the future? So basically, in short, if I had to answer how I'm able to, let's use going to the gym as my main example here. You basically just don't give yourself a choice. If it's Monday and you tell yourself, on Monday I'm going to the gym, then on Monday you go to the gym. There's no like ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no other option. There's no like, oh, I could do this. Oh, like I'm not in the mood. Oh, like I had the worst day today. Okay. And your goal could not give two shits about what the fuck happened in your day. You know what I mean? You have to be bigger than whatever you think is stopping you. You have to inherently like believe in yourself so much to the point that you're like, you know, you're better than whatever it is that's trying to stop you. Then there's willpower that people talk about as well whenever it comes to discipline and motivation. And willpower is also relevant, but willpower is a limited resource, so I just don't see any sense in relying on it. Let me explain what I mean. So I remember learning about this experiment where basically there were two groups of people. The first group was put into a room that had a bunch of candy in it. The second group was put into a room that had a bunch of vegetables in it. Participants were told not to eat what's in the room. The first group with the candy had to use some willpower because they obviously wanted to eat the candy, but they couldn't. The second group with the vegetables didn't need to use any willpower at all because they simply just didn't want the vegetables. After this, both groups were put into a room with a bunch of puzzles. Let's say Rubik's Cubes. The first group with the candy didn't do the Rubik's Cubes at all, while the second group completed the Rubik's Cubes like immediately. So this is just going to prove that willpower is a limited resource, and you telling yourself, oh, I don't want to go to the gym and all of this, you're just resisting going to the gym. And you're using willpower to resist going to the gym. You're literally wasting energy, giving yourself all these reasons not to go to the gym, giving yourself all these other options you could be doing instead, like when you could easily just go to the gym. Like you're almost hindering yourself by thinking so hard about it. So now to maintain consistency, you need to create routines, habits, and practices. Discipline comes with self-trust, and in order to build discipline, you have to trust yourself. So every time you don't follow through with something that you told yourself you would do, you lose trust in yourself. You need to change your mindset completely and honestly take on the identity of a disciplined person. So when you have a belief and your brain finds action in your real life that confirms that belief, literally dopamine is released in your brain. So you tell yourself you're gonna go to the gym and you actually go to the gym, you're confirming that belief. The dopamine's being released. You're making it a habit. And that goes back to the whole self-trust thing. You're building self-trust in yourself too. You think to yourself that a disciplined person would actually go to the gym after work, even if they are tired, and then you go to the gym after work even if you are tired, just to prove to yourself that you can do it. You know what I mean? Once you do it once, every time after that becomes so much easier. Every time you confirm one of your beliefs, you're becoming that much closer to the identity of the disciplined person that you want to become. Then you have your ego that's always going to convince you otherwise. Like, you're going to tell yourself to go to the gym and it's going to tell you, okay, you could just sit in your bed, you could eat junk food, you could watch a movie. It's going to give you all these other options. And it's like, it's almost like the good angel and the bad angel. Like, you have to really just be like, fuck off. Just tune it out completely. There are no choices, okay? When you have a goal and you really believe in yourself, you don't make excuses. You don't make choices. You really go for it 110%. And discipline isn't something you're born with either. Like, discipline is a skill that you learn. And in order to learn it, you have to practice it over and over again. I feel like part of the reason I'm able to be so disciplined is definitely like part of my childhood. I was always like in school, doing piano, doing soccer. Like, I always had multiple things going on. So when I got older in my adult life and I was content creating, working, being in school, doing different like hobbies on the side, gym, like I was almost used to managing multiple things at the same time. So it came a bit easier. Now, to create discipline in your everyday life, you have to like literally almost plan your day hour by hour if you need to, and then create routines. Okay, routines are so important because, again, you don't have to think about it. You like, honestly, becoming a disciplined person is using your brain to your advantage, like not wasting your brain energy on meaningless tasks. Your routine doesn't have to be the exact same every day either. Like, for me, I have 3 to 4 like day routines that I interchange with on a weekly basis. And some days I look forward to more than others, but that's the beauty in routine. Like, it gives you something to look forward to. I'll like create routines within my routines, like morning routines, night routines, my gym routine. Literally helps so much with just making sure you have all the things you need in the day, plus putting that energy into things that are actually gonna matter. You almost have to become an organized maniac, like become so passionate, and then with your plan, it'll just be so much easier to execute those tasks and become closer to that disciplined person that you want to become. Your goal every day should be like you're in competition with yourself. Like, every day you're trying to impress yourself. When I started the 75 hard, I was walking for the first 10 minutes for my warm-up of my workouts. Then I started jogging. Then I started sprinting. Then I started going longer. Then I started doing on and off sprints. And like every day I would like either increase my speed or increase the length of time by a minute, or I would add a sprint in. Like, every day I would push myself a little bit harder just to prove to myself that I can do it. Literally on a daily basis, I think, like, would that impress myself yesterday? And then when you start impressing yourself, that self-trust builds in you so much more. You feel like you can achieve any goal that you set your mind to. I heard this guy say that you treat every day like Monday and every month like January. And if that isn't the fucking truth, more than anything from the 75 hard, like, forget the physical results. I think internally it's helped me gain so much confidence. Even sitting down here and making this video for you guys, I couldn't imagine doing this a year ago, honestly. Like, I would have literally laughed at myself because I would have been so nervous. But the 75 hard, I think before that I had imposter syndrome, in like the sense that, like, even though I finished my master's and was in school and was creating content and went to the gym and everybody was asking me how I was managing all those things, like, I still didn't feel like I was the right person to be speaking on discipline until I finished the 75 hard. I proved something to myself in so many different aspects of my life, like physically in the gym, mentally with the reading, like just consistency, everything, that like it helped me gain so much confidence. And now I'm able to sit here and talk to you guys like this so comfortably. I think building confidence and self-trust in yourself are two of the most important things to maintain discipline, honestly. So yeah, please let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos. This is so different than what I usually do. Like, I didn't even do my makeup in this video, guys. Like, I literally just sat here and talked to the camera and it wasn't even that bad. So yeah, I've been thinking about doing like a girl talk kind of one about friendships and like girlfriends and stuff like that. So let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Any other video ideas as well, welcome to tell me in the comments because I love hearing your guys' suggestions. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.